Welcome to the recap of episode 5 of Hell's Paradise, Jigokuraku. Before I continue, I would like to thank all new subscribers and viewers. You are the reason I continue making these videos. Now, let's begin. Sagiri had a bad dream that her dad was disappointed in her. When she woke up, Genji told her that the group moved to a cave while she was asleep from the poisoned butterflies. So, Sagiri gets up and sees Gabimaru making food while Senta is fixing clothes and Yuzuriha is relaxing on a hammock. Sagiri asks Gabimaru why he's cooking since they don't have much time, and he tells her he wanted to because he had concerns. Then Senta suggests they talk about the island while eating, and Yuzuriha agrees but is unhappy with the food Gabimaru made because she was expecting a proper meal. While eating, Gabimaru told the group he was looking around the island for the elixir of life, but he couldn't find anything like it on the island, although he admitted he hadn't checked the whole place. Yuzuriha thought he was keeping something from them, but Gabimaru didn't want to talk about the chief's immortality, so he lied and said he didn't know anything else. While they looked for ingredients, Gabimaru talked about the different species of plants and samurai that had flowers blooming on them on the island. On hearing this, Yuzuriha got mad when she thought Gabimaru used the samurai as an ingredient, but he retorted by saying he did not. Then, Senta suggested they forget about the drawn depiction of the elixir and the island's religion but focus on the statues to figure out who made them. Sagiri added she didn't think anyone could live on the island because of the dangerous monsters, but she found it strange that they had no organs or reproductive organs. Despite hearing how mysterious and strange the island is, Gabimaru was happy they found clues about the elixir of life, and Yuzuriha joked that they were already dead and they are already in the afterlife. Senta agreed they should keep studying the monsters to find the elixir. As the sun starts to set, Sagiri sees Genji strolling up to her. He suggests that she head back to the mainland and leave the task of watching over Gabimaru to him. According to Genji, Sagiri is better suited to be the heiress of the Yamada clan than a mission member because she's not skilled enough to handle herself, as shown by her substitute sword. He leaves her and Senta approaches her wondering if they can escape the island. Meanwhile, Yamada Asaemon Tenzo wanted to leave the island with his assigned criminal, Narugai. Even though there was fog, Tenzo was determined to keep going because he believed that a true warrior never gives up. Narugai thought Tenzo was acting like a silly samurai who didn't know how to read the currents, but Tenzo saw it as a wise lesson from the Sanka member. Narugai's grandpa taught him that. Even though Narugai said they'd still get executed if they left the island, Tenzo promised to talk to the shogun and clear Narugai's name. Suddenly, they saw a big ship ahead, and Tenzo thought it might be the one to take them home. But turns out it was just a wrecked ship like all the other failed attempts to escape. Suddenly, Tenzo sees some shadowy figures and draws his sword. But Narugai tells him to put it away because shiny objects and aggression attract animals, which was proven when a giant tentacle attacked them and their boat. As they fight off the tentacles and search for a new boat, Narugai remembers how he accidentally led some samurai to his tribe and caused their deaths, including his own grandfather's. He's torn between continuing his bloodline or atoning for his past mistakes with his life. Meanwhile, Tenzo finds another Asaemon named Kisho, who left Sagiri earlier in the story, whose body is covered in flowers and is in a weird trance. But then a tentacle rips Kisho apart, and more tentacles surround Tenzo and Narugai. Narugai is so scared and guilty about his past that he wants to die and tells Tenzo to leave him behind. But Tenzo doesn't get it and asks him if he wants to die, despite everything. This makes Narugai remember his time with his grandfather and realize he wants to live and make it home. So, Tenzo gives him a sword, and they fight together to survive and find a usable boat. Tenzo and Narugai made it back to the island and realized they needed to find a safe current to escape. While washing off the blood, Narugai revealed that she was actually a girl and Tenzo was shocked. Narugai was confused when Tenzo got flustered and asked her to turn around, but then she became charmed by his chivalry and wanted to marry him when they left the island. Tenzo came up with a plan to circle the island and find allies for their escape. Later, Senta told Sagiri that he wanted her to stay for Gabimaru's sake, despite Genji telling her to leave after dawn. Sagiri remembered how Gabimaru had helped her before and how he demanded that she stay back as he fought the monsters. That night, Gabimaru was keeping watch when Sagiri approached him. He asked if she was feeling well and thanked her for helping him. Gabimaru told Sagiri that she was stronger than him in a way he couldn't understand, and shared some wisdom from his village that boosted her confidence. The next day, Sagiri met with Genji to have a chat. She told him that she won't leave the island or listen to his advice to act like a daughter of the Yamada clan. She said she had decided to be a samurai since everyone looked down on her, even her father. She demanded that Genji accept her decision. Genji said no and drew his sword to fight Sagiri. But Sagiri was quick and snatched the sword away from him while reminding him of the lesson he taught her. Genji got mad, and while ranting, Sagiri, in shock, saw Rokuroda the giant behind him and tried to warn him. Genji pushed Sagiri out of the way as Rokuroda attacked him, badly injuring him while Sagiri remained in shock. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe to find out what happens in the next episode.